I'm Anne. Just a brief background on how I came to Ireland. As you know, Ireland is short-staffed in the healthcare industry. And in 2016, that's when I moved here from the Philippines and started working as a nurse. Initially as an anesthetic nurse, then I moved to ICU, and now I'm currently working as a research nurse. I will be sharing on how I applied for the Irish citizenship. First, the eligibility requirement based on my application. Second are the significant changes that were introduced this year. Third are the general information, and lastly are the updates. You may be eligible to apply for Irish citizenship by naturalization based on the following. If you are living in Ireland, if you are married to an Irish citizen, or have Irish associations or Irish descent, have been a resident abroad in the Irish public service, or have been declared as a refugee or stateless as defined by law. As for me, I applied as an adult, non-EU citizen, making a standard application based on 5 years residence. There is a criteria for applying as an adult. You are of full age, you meet the relevant conditions for residence, you intend to reside in the state, you are of good character, you will attend a citizenship ceremony and make the declaration of fidelity. However, this was replaced with virtual citizenship celebration events due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. If you are applying for citizenship by naturalization based on residence, you must prove that you have been and are now legally resident of the state and have built up enough reckonable residence, specifically 1,825 or 1,826 days based on your accumulated permission stamps. You can see this being calculated in the residency calculator. This includes 1 year of continuous residence immediately before the date you apply. Next is the significant changes that were introduced this year. First is the new scorecard approach. Under the new approach, an applicant will now need to reach a score of 150 points in each of the years proof of residency is required. A certain proof of residency will have a definite point value that has been predetermined by the department. Furthermore, an applicant will need to provide sufficient documentation to accumulate 150 points to establish their identity. Second, the applicant is no longer required to submit their original passport with their citizenship application. However, the minister reserves the right to request original passport from an applicant at any stage in the process. Instead, we can provide a full color copy of the entire passport and all the previous passports containing stamps that contribute to an applicant's period of reckonable residency claimed, including the front and back covers. General information that is handy to know. Lastly are the updates. Subject to public health guidelines, the Department of Justice intends to host an in-person citizenship ceremony in June and further ceremonies in December. Last year, the average time from receipt of an application to issue of a decision was 23 months. For this year, the department's objective is to achieve an improved time frame of 6 to 9 months for decisions on the majority of applications. Also, additional staffs have been assigned to the Citizenship Department for above's goal. So that's it, guys. Hope to see you in part 2.